Hey, so this video is going to talk a little bit more about what information you want to think about including in your final story presentation. All right, so you're telling us all about your great life 5 to 10 years in the future. All right, you're going to be speaking from a present tense point of view, not telling us what it will be like, but what it is like, because that's where you're imagining yourself being, is in that future point 5 to 10 years from now. Think about this like a movie trailer version of your awesome life, or a video scrapbook of that awesome life and all the things that have led up to it. All right. Think about a movie trailer shows you the high points, the most exciting pieces, or the best parts of the film. You're going to be wanting to do the same kind of thing in terms of your life. All right. Some categories to think about are your career. Obviously, we want to know what it is that you're doing. All right. But beyond what it is that you do on a day to day basis, all about your career, we also want to know the ways in which you are using your talents, your strengths, the way that your career is allowing you to fulfill your purpose. Because remember, your purpose is the driving force behind all of your decisions, and your career is going to be a big part of that. All right. So, how is it that you're able to fulfill your purpose, or at least in part, with what you are doing in your career? How are your values and interests represented in the work that you are doing? All right. So, all of that is important to include in terms of your career. You're also going to want to, of course, include your personal life. All right. You're going to be setting some personal goals for yourself. You may have talked about that, of course, in the Purpose Pechakucha. But, who are you living with at this point? Are you married? Do you have a partner? Do you have a spouse? Do you have children? Do you have extended family living with you? Did you move? Where are you living in the world? All right, because that's part of your goals that you are setting for yourself. What are your hobbies? How are you fulfilling your purpose outside of your career? It might be through your hobbies and following your passions. It might be through work with different charitable organizations or your church. All right. How are your interests and values represented in what you're doing in your personal life? All right. Because remember, everything is connected. All right. Also, you want to think about your accomplishments. All right. Obviously, at this point in your life, one of the big accomplishments will be your degree or degrees that you earned. So you'll want to talk about that. Where did you graduate from? What were your degrees in? Also, you might have accomplishments within your career. That could include advancements or promotions that you've received, recognition, or awards that you have received in your professional life, or your personal life. Also, within those accomplishments, when we think about personal life, we think about, relationships, um, different things that you've done outside of your job that you might be recognized for in your community, or some kind of excellence that you've obtained in your hobbies or leisure activities. All right. So, any kind of accomplishments. These would be kind of the high points when you think about your life in 5 to 10 years and what would be really important to you and the things that you would want to share. All right. So you pick out the information that you're going to include, you put it together in some kind of a script that you follow when you make your video. All right. Your video is either going to be a video scrapbook with still images and pictures. And I encourage you to use pictures from your own personal camera rolls, because those are very appropriate and interesting. You can also do a live action video where you are creating kind of like a movie trailer where you're acting out your role, maybe incorporating other people in your movie trailer. You could also put together a video recording or a kind of like a cartoon with different tools. So pick whatever is good for you. Please do not stress about this being a big video production assignment, because that's not the focus. It's the material that you put in it that is the focus, not the bells and whistles and the cool part. It's nice when you put together something that you're proud of, that's interesting to watch, but it's really the information that is the most important, okay? And please make sure that when you create your video that you are uploading it to YouTube or sharing it from a cloud-based storage. Make it public or unlisted. Make sure your link works, all right? And that link is how you're submitting your video. All right, good luck. Have fun.